In this video I am explaining IXL skill, the area of compound figures, and the code of the skill is YGC. In this skill you can understand by the name of this skill we are going to find out the area of compound figures. Compound figures are like this, which are not standard figures, but they are composed of standard figures. If we combine two or more standard figures, so the figure becomes a compound figure normally. Okay, so like this, as you can see that it could be the one rectangle and it could be the another rectangle. When we have combined them, so we have this L-shaped figure, which is known as compound figure in mathematics. And in this skill we are going to find out the area of these compound figures. So let's try to learn this skill with the help of given example. So let's first open this. Now in this example we are supposed to find the area of this rectangle, this compound figure. Now what they are doing, first step you need to do is divide the figure into two rectangles. What you need to do, you have to divide the figure in two rectangles. Like if we draw a line here, so it rectangle B become a one rectangle, and rectangle A could become a different rectangle. So it could be one rectangle and it could be the another rectangle. Now what we are doing, now start with rectangle A, which is this. Rectangle A is 20 inches wide. So you can see the width of the rectangle A is 20 inches and 3 inches tall. Its height is 3 inches. So when we have the width and height, so we can easily find out the area of rectangle A by multiplying these two dimensions. So simply they are doing here 20 times 3 equals 60. So the area of the rectangle A is 60 inches square, right? So now we are finding the area of second rectangle, which is rectangle B. Here you can see this is the rectangle B and we are finding its area. So what they are saying, rectangle B is 4 inches wide. So you can see the width of the rectangle B is 4 inches and 12 inches tall. The height of the rectangle B is 12 inches. You can get confused that it is 15 inches. No, it is not. What is 15 inches? 15 is the height from here till down here, which is, you can say, but for rectangle B we just need the height till this line. So this is the height of rectangle B, which is 12 inches. As you can see, this is 12 inches, and from here you can see the remaining part is 3 inches. When we add 12 and 3, so you will get the total height of 15 inches, which is not relevant in this case. So for rectangle B we are going to use this 4 inches as width and this 12 inches as height. And again, to find the area of this rectangle B, we need to just multiply them. 4 times 12 equals 48. So the area of rectangle B is 48 inches. Now we separately found out the area of rectangle A, which is 60, and area of rectangle B, which is 48. So when we need to find the area of this complete compound figure, so we will have to add the area of rectangle B with the rectangle area of rectangle A. Similarly we are doing, now we are adding the area of two rectangles. The first rectangle had the area of 60 inches square and the second had 48 inches square. We are just adding them. 60 plus 48 equals 108. You can just simply add this. 60 plus 40 is 100 and then remaining 8 will be added, so 108 inches square, which is the area of this complete figure. So this is how you find the area of any compound figure. We first divide that figure in two rectangles, then find the areas of both rectangles separately, then we add the both areas to find the area of compound figure. I hope you have understood a bit. Now when we practice this skill, you will have further grip on this skill. So in this skill since I want to explain this skill to you, I am not solving it, but I am giving the wrong answer so that I can have explanation. Now from the explanation I will explain this. Like this is a compound figure and we need to find the area of this figure. So again, divide the figure into two rectangles. We made a line here. Now the rectangle has divided into rectangle A and rectangle B. Now first find the area of rectangle A. Now for rectangle A, the width is 17 and height is 2. don't get confused, the width is not 13 because 13 is the length from here till here, but in rectangle A we need from here to here, which is 17, right? So multiplying 17 by 2, we simply get 34 feet squared, right? And rectangle B, the width is again 4 feet and the height of the rectangle B is 15 feet. So 4 times 15 is what? Yes, you're right, is 60 feet square. Now we have found out the area of these two rectangles. Now what we need to do? Yes, we need to add both the areas. So now they are adding both the areas. 34 plus 60 is simply 94 feet square. So the area of this figure should be 94 feet square, which already have been given by IXL. Okay, let's discuss another problem. Let me make it quite complicated so that we can discuss more complicated question in this video. Okay, now you can see I have made this problem quite complicated. So again I will give the wrong answer so that I could have an explanation. I can so that I can explain this question to you, right? Okay, now you can see by dividing this figure in two rectangles, we cannot convert them in a standard shapes. So what we need to do, we have to divide them in rectangles, right? So if we divide line here, so this portion will become a rectangle. When we divide from here, so again this portion will become another rectangle. Then we divide from here, so this will become another rectangle and D will become another rectangle. So in this figure, we after dividing from three different sides, so now we have got A, B, C and D, four different rectangles. So what we need to do, we have to solve this question the same way did in the previous questions, but in this we have to find the areas of these four rectangles and then we will add them, right? So let's start. For rectangle A, the width is 8 and the height is 18. So now multiplying 8 multiplied by 18 equals 144, which is the area of rectangle A. Now rectangle B, if we look at rectangle B, you can see this is the 3, which is the width. But how we can find out the height of the rectangle B? This is the height of the rectangle B. But how we can find out this? You can find out is by, you can the complete height from here till here. What is that? It is 60. It is 18. And from here we can come to know that is the height of 3 feet. So from 18 feet, if we subtract this height, we will come to know about this height, which is the height of rectangle B. So first we will subtract 18 from 18 by 3, which is 15. Now you can see which is the height of the rectangle B, and then we will multiply it by width, which is 3 feet. So multiplying 3 by 15, we will come to the area of 45 feet square. Similarly, moving to question rectangle C. This is the rectangle C. So again we need the height and width of this rectangle. The width is given, which we can see from here, which is 7 feet. But what about the height? You can use any side to find the height, but we just need to find what this length is. Okay, you can see from here till here is 3 feet, and from here till here we can see from here it is 5. So this is 5 and this is 3. When we add them, it will become total height of 8. So the height of rectangle C is 8 and the width of rectangle C is 7. So again, to find its area, we will multiply 7 by 8, which is 56. Now we are left with the last rectangle we have in this figure, which is rectangle D. The height of the rectangle D is 5 feet, which is clear, and the width of the rectangle D is also clear, which is 9 feet. So multiplying 9 by 5, we will have the area of rectangle B of 45 feet square. So now we have found out the areas of all these four figures: rectangle 1, rectangle 2, C and rectangle D. Now what we need to do? We have to add all these areas to find out the area of the composite figure we had. So 144, 45, 56, 45. After adding all these four areas, we have got 290 feet square, which is the area of this composite figure. Okay, so now I think you have got what we need to do when we need to let me summarize this skill in this video. When you need to find the area of composite figure like this, you have to divide the figure in rectangles. So you have to make a cut so that you can have individual rectangles. Like in this figure we have to make 3 cuts, and then we have 4 different rectangles. Now after converting that figure in rectangles, we have to find the areas of each rectangle separately. Then after finding out all the areas, we have to simply add them to find out the area of this whole figure. So I think now you have understood this skill. You can practice this skill. I will ask you to please look at your mistakes. When you commit any mistakes, IXL give you complete explanation. So match your solution with the explanation and try to find out your mistake. In this way you will be able to understand the skill yourself. So thank you so much for watching this video. Try out this skill on IXL and let me know whether this video was helpful for you or not. Thank you so much.